dude. I might even take him out next time.
I haven't even done the intro. I forgot to do it.
We're just. Hello, everyone. Welcome, nice and early.
Yeah, nice and early this time. We sat here talking and thought, might as well just go live.
Yeah, well, that's what we do a lot of the time, don't we? We talk together and then we'll go live and then we'll talk about it again.
Yeah, but nothing's really come out, has it? In the last week, so nothing's really happened.
I mean, they're doing an announcement on May the 4th, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's always going to be.
I think they're going to talk about the Bad Batch again because they become pre-order.
That's just what we need
on May the 4th, don't they?
I think the only person on that, and I hate to say it, would be Omega. She looks pretty decent. But...
I had a dream. I had a dream about the Bad Batch last night.
Oh really my god!
But it was like
you're losing it.
Aye, but there was a bit where it was Echo, and they had new armor set again, but it was very kind of sort of Japanesey looking. Like even on his Karma, it was like red, and it had like a gold dragon sort of like on it and stuff like that. And he was running up the walls like shooting and stuff. But then there was another bit in my dream where the Emperor somehow claimed Captain America's shield, and then when he was like in the air, he went, "A new empire!" He accidentally threw the shield, and it whizzed around and cut a little Yoda species in half. He was in a red robe. It was a very weird dream. Like,
are you okay? Like, you've been smoking something.
I just wake up. I was like, that was really weird. Like, so
1980 Star Wars guy. Hello there. Yeah. So today we're pretty much Steve's doing some painting and I'm doing some hair pulling. So
yeah, I'm just sort of tidying up some sort of old paintworks and stuff. I was going to take some pictures of because obviously I got Echo and Jesse the other day, but I've got the old phase ones here. I was going to take some pictures of these guys.
You're going to paint them up?
These two. What do you mean paint them up? They are painted.
No, you can like. Are they different to the normal ones, or are they same body?
Oh, these are the old bootleg style ones. With the wide joints for the hips. Still a nice, good-looking figure, I think, these ones. So that was my old case.
That's the thing with bootleg. They're just, I prefer them to the Hasbro ones.
I prefer the portions of the older style clones. It's just really a shame about the articulation on them. They're just not great. So even though I was quite biased, I remember being like really biased about it, and I always really liked the original molds of the clones, and I was just like, no, I don't like the new ones. Just don't like them. Don't like it at all. But I think it's because all the details are always missing. Like they didn't put the brow in. They just looked.
Are you talking about Hasbro ones?
Yeah. Well, it has. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Have you got any new pickups? I haven't got.
I've got one new pickup. Yeah, on this shirt. Decent price as well. A really decent figure. Bike's cool. I'm gonna paint the engines on the bike to be like chrome. But yeah, decent figure. 40 quid as well, so that's even better because he's hard to find now, isn't he?
As well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's really hard to find online and stuff. So, but yeah, he comes with loads. 3 guns, baseball bat, machete, and another head.
Nice.
I'm going to paint the baseball bat. It's too plasticky.
Oh, okay. You can paint it up. I was looking for Mara Jade, but still can't get her. But then I was looking at the Hasbro website.
This is why you need to pre-order.
Well, look at all the other stuff. All the other stuff's still there.
Yeah,
But
she wouldn't be though.
I think generally released. She's out on the 30th. Well, yesterday she was generally released by Hasbro, even on Hasbro Pulse. So I think like she'll become mainstream. Well, it's annoying because I just don't want to pay like 30 quid for a figure.
I didn't pay 30 quid for her.
28.99.
Yeah, that's not 30 quid.
In my head, that's already in the £30 category.
The 99 does it, yeah.
It's just 28. It's like, oh, that's 29 quid.
yeah, I always do that, yeah.
You know, and then post and packaging, which I'll begrudgingly buy. But
that's the thing with Hasbro Pulse. They charge you like £5 in it or something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's Forbidden Planet as well. Like,
they're ridiculous when they're only in London. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're constantly like, right, okay, so what else can I buy to put in that little bracket? Because I ain't paying £5 for one thing. That's probably why they do it, to make it worthwhile, isn't it? You know, so I mean, amount of times on like the ones that give away like free post and packaging, I'm like, is there a figure on there for £7? I don't care what it is. That's how I ended up with Storm Shadow from the movie. Like, because I just thought, oh, I'll go for that. Yeah,
but I mean, it's one of those things now, and it's all going on. It's all going online and stuff. So I think they just do what they want when it goes online and charge what they want. Because it's not really a competition online.
No, that's it. Mind you, I was looking at Star Action figures, like all the new pre-orders coming out. They're all like 22 quid and all that, which I'm like, I think they make a loss on it. Well, not a loss, but they don't get as much profit as most. But sometimes selling it a bit less, you're going to get more revenue.
You'll sell more.
Yeah, that's it. More people are going to go there and buy from you, aren't they? First, they're going to buy a wave. They're going to be saving 10 quid straight away, aren't they? I saw The Return of the Jedi in the cinema with my friends on Saturday. Lovely. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it came out in the 80s, isn't
it? Is that the first time you've seen Return of the Jedi in the cinema? I watched the special editions when they come out. It was about 97 they were coming out around that time.
Yeah, they're still older than me.
Greetings, Jacob. Yeah, Christ. When were you born?
98.
Jesus. You're like younger than the special editions.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Return of the Jedi on the big screen was awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it was good. Have you watched any of the original trilogies in the cinema?
No. They've never been out when I've been.
Well, now, why are you not going to see it?
Because I'm not paying to see a film in the cinema that I've already seen.
You wouldn't just go for the experience of seeing it on the big screen? No. Okay.
Not cinema prices now, no.
Yeah, especially like it's just like there's something about Star Wars, isn't there, in the cinema, like that first initial bit, and when that music goes like that, hairs is like.
I had that in The Force Awakens, and then the film started, and then I hated
it. Yeah, The Last Jedi.
Yeah, oh god.
I literally come.
But The Last Jedi, I went in that not thinking as much because I didn't like Force Awakens.
See, the thing I was with The Last Jedi, I was hope like, I can't wait to know what all the answers are, like who's Rey and all that. It's like I watched that film for like 2 seconds, and it was the bit about the joke about your mum from Poe, and then Luke throwing a lightsaber over his shoulder. And I just went, oh, no.
Got it. There you go, bald 4.
Nice. Does he look cool, bald?
He looks decent, actually. He looks like, reminds me of God, the sun. I hate the sun. Go away.
Nice,
reminds me of like.
Good job, we only got a daughter.
Reminds me of Voldemort from Harry Potter. You know, like the first one. where he's got the head on the back of his head.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I've got some hair. I'm going to put that on my head, and heat it up, mold it.
Little teepee on your head.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you enjoyed the big screen in Return Jedi. Did you go and pick any Return Jedi merch up to go with it? Did it make you go, oh, I need to get something? This was the first time watching Jedi in the cinema. They have never re-released since I've been born. It made me sound old. Did you go and see the 3D version of Phantom Menace?
He looks like Granny.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna shave his head on when it comes.
My cinema was almost full on Saturday. Never seen the OGs in cinema. Born after they released. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch any. The only one that came out when I was young was Return Jedi. I was born in 81, and Jedi come out in 83. And I didn't see Star Wars until I was about 6. And I remember my brother going like, was in the V8, like the rental store, and he was like, "Oh, you'll love this film. You love it. Oh, can we get it?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't want it. Don't want to." And he was like, "No, you like it. You like it." And I think Return Jedi was actually my first ever Star Wars movie, I think. Then, yeah, obviously, then it was just all they got re-released for the special editions, so that's why I went.
Yeah, the special editions is pretty much all I had growing up. You couldn't find the originals anywhere.
No. They've like been completely scrapped now because you could always. I think there was a VHS version where you could get both, or the first DVD one that had both on there, and then now they're like taking it away. Which is sad times. Got the poster, cool. The poster is actually pretty good. I think it's quite good looking.
Was it the special edition they showed in cinema then?
In 97, yeah.
No, I mean this one round.
Oh yeah. That would be them with Hayden Christensen at the end.
Good. So it should be.
No. I mean, it should. Obi-Wan would be like, "How the fuck is he young? Like, why am I old still?"
Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't get rid of Alec Guinness if they got rid of the other one, but whatever.
Oh, what, make him into like?
Yeah, Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, but then what about Alec Guinness from the first movie and the Ghost in the second? Like,
digitalize him. They could digitalize him into Ewan McGregor's face.
Just get rid of Alec Guinness now.
Just get rid of him. He didn't like doing films anyway.
That was Han Solo. Harrison Ford, didn't it? He didn't like doing it.
No, didn't. Liam Neeson didn't either.
It seems a bit weird that I mean, Black Series have done a bit of 40th anniversary, but there's nothing really celebrating it, is there? But then it's supposed to be 20 years of Clone Wars, and where's that got us? Nothing.
Oh no, why would it?
Do you think they might do something on May the 4th?
Probably not.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that I find strange about this Punisher figure, this helmet's really weird on him.
That was one of the worst bits when I put Jedi Rock in. It was like the Muppet Show. What'd you say?
Like this like Skyrim helmet.
Oh, is that what comes with Punisher?
Yeah.
Does it actually fit on him?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it might be just like a trophy or something.
No, it's weird.
There you go.
It's
custom later on, like some sort of like barbaric
clone.
Cross guard Jedi.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Might do that.
Yeah. I think for I saw New Hope around 6 years old on TV. I remember the Return Jedi. I saw the first was the older Force Ghost Anakin. Yes, the proper version. Yeah. How old are you guys in the chat? Just get an overall.
How old are you?
Hello, how old? Just so I have to turn on the profanity field. No. Well, no, 1980s. He must be about 15 now. Because I remember when I first started, he was like 11 or 12, which is weird because this month I've been doing the channel 4 years.
4 years.
4 years I've been doing this
And
now.
you're still in the same position. Wow.
Well, yeah, I know. Terrible.
You need to catch it. You need to get
Yeah,
some other.
where's my yacht and stuff? And I'll be like, "Hi guys, it's Steve coming at you from YouTube. I got this. This is a paid promotion from some crappy looking war games on your app that doesn't even look like the game." Born in 1993. Did you see that thing I posted on Instagram the other day? Like, if they went back, if Back to the Future was made now, that would be the year that Marty would go back to, is 1993.
Yeah, I know. I saw something like that. It was 2015 was one as well, wasn't it? Or 2020.
Yeah, well, that's when he went into the future.
Yeah.
The same age difference between when Back to the Future was originally released, when he went back into the 1950s, I think. That's the same age thing now from...
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awful.
More's changed now, though.
Yeah, we still haven't got no fucking hoverboard, so what the fuck's that about?
Yeah, I know. I saw a DeLorean driving around just around the streets the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did it?
1980 Star Wars guy. Yeah, I'm in 15.
Yeah, that's what I said. He was 50.
All right.
Yeah. And you're 25
this year.
What, of that much
20.
hair? I'm so jealous.
No, I'm 25 in August.
Bloody hell. It's crazy. And I just turned 42.
Do you need that? You've got that, haven't you? That's
it come with that arm, yeah.
I just found it. I've got loads of build figure bits everywhere.
That's what your new Mando should be. It'll be like a Mega Man Mando. And that'd be like interchangeable hands, like massive large one, like I'm
definitely going to use this for something though.
Huh? Yeah,
I'll definitely use this body.
Change it to something. I first saw episode 1 on television when I was 4. The first time I saw A New Hope was on my dad's VHS trilogy. Cool. Did your dad sit down and go, "Right, son, we're going to watch something very special, and I want you to sit there and listen to it"? Because it's weird, isn't it, that Star Wars has that kind of capturing type thing about it. You can watch another film and you probably get into it for about a couple months, get a couple figures, and then forget about it. But Star Wars, literally, you sort of take it through life with you. It's really weird, isn't it? I wish my kids were like that. They don't even care about it.
Bell's quite interested.
You will like it. You will like Star Wars. And now they're like, no.
And she don't mind it. She likes all the like characters and stuff when she sees them. So when she's older, I'll sit her down and watch it. But it's good though because she can sit and watch the Clone Wars as well because it's animated and stuff. And then you've got that new Young Jedi adventure thing out, which looks quite decent. So I think they're trying to gear it more towards kids now. They're trying to get a new generation into it.
What is your first Star Wars figure? Well, the thing with me, it's really weird. I remember the bit where my brother was trying to persuade me to watch this movie, but then I suppose I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but we had loads of the original Kenner toys, but they were my brother's toys. And then it kind of like, sometimes we had doubles because I had one and he had one, even though we always used to share anyway. But I literally cannot say what my first ever figure was. Although saying that, I remember going out getting the new Power of the Force ones, and they come out in Woolworths, and I was like, "Yeah, look at those."
Mine
was,
I think,
Chewbacca from that line.
I think mine was it would have been Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones 2002, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'd have been about 4. So
It just does.
I'd say my
You still had
first.
some
I
day,
can't
mate.
remember, but it would have been like would have been like an Anakin or someone from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
And then when I proper got into it was Revenge of the Sith. Best Star Wars film. Yeah. Mine was Darth Maul. Still have it. It was probably a Darth Maul. I used to go into the like the secondhand toy shops with my dad, and he used to get me all the Star Wars toys and stuff. Like Darth Maul, Qui-Gon.
Is your dad into Star Wars?
No, he's too older for it. Do you know what I mean? He weren't really.
Well, how old was he when that came out?
He's 65, so he was like
20.
I think he was just a bit too like
I remember buying the OG trilogy from my uncle, and he had it on VHS. He recorded himself, and TV broadcast commercials include. Yeah, I used to have all that. It used to be every Boxing Day they used to do the original Star Wars films and stuff and all that. And I would always be over my auntie's, and it would be on in the background. But that's the thing with Star Wars now. Like when people go, "Oh, you're into Star Wars," it's not like I'm into it. It's not. It wouldn't even be in my top 5 films. But it's just like home. Like you could just put it on the background, and you're just listening to like Luke and Leia talking.
You know it off by heart. Do you know what I mean?
It's just like putting on your favorite music. It puts you in that sort of zone.
If you put Star Wars in like up against some like standalone films, it wouldn't come close.
Mm.
The acting's not that good. It's amateur. Special effects is amateur. It's one of those films where you can just. It's like a comfort film. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, nothing to watch. I'll stick Star Wars on.
Yeah,
don't have to watch it.
That's the thing that Star Wars to me always has. It's just like it's just always there. Like it just doesn't leave you, but it gives you that good vibes, gives you that good feeling. So if you feel unwell, I'll put Star Wars on, put it in the background. You don't have to watch it; you can just listen to it.
Apart from the sequels, I thought if you feel unwell and you put sequels on, you'll throw up.
You just zone out, like.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I was unwell. It's made me worse.
Yeah. My dad grew up with all the Kenner figures, and he kept them mint condition. What kind of kid was that? Years later.
What? Did you, when you was born, did you just shove them in your mouth?
Yeah.
I had
all my figures, they were like out in the garden. We used to play with them crazily. I remember I used to have the Luke with Stormtrooper, and he's worth a ton now. And it was like 6 years or so, and I went out in the garden and I found it as a little slug in the helmet, and got it. And at that time, when I was about in my late teens, it was kind of like I inherited. They were mine now because my brother's moved on, doesn't want to do with toys anymore. So I was the last one at home, and I kind of inherited all the toys that we had. But when I was coming into sort of like my late teens, I was kind of like becoming in that kind of sort of mood where I don't do toys anymore and all that. So I used to go down and I'd start selling them off. And I sold like all the die cast Star Wars stuff, and a few other bits. And then the Power of the Force stuff started coming out, and I was a bit like, oh, they look pretty cool. So then I went down that route where I was working, so I'd buy them, and I just put them. I opened them, but I kept the packaging, if you know what I mean. So they were kind of like clamshells. And I used to have them out, and then I put them away, and I put them back out again. And now I put them back away. And then when I was about 24, I was moving out of home, and I just thought, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to sell it. And I had all the vintage collection, pretty much every single figure, like literally near enough every single figure from the vintage vehicles, the Millennium Falcon, all those little stupid little things, Slave One, all in the original Kenner lot. And then I had the Power of the Force stuff. I had the Bantha, the Rancor, pretty much every single figure that was from front to the end. I didn't buy the things where it had giant jetpacks and stuff on it. I didn't bother with it unless it was a better looking mold or the figure. Absolutely tons. I sold it all for £100.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've done that though with stuff like I've seen how much some Ninja Turtles and that go for that I used to have, and I'm like,
Yeah.
God, what did I do with them? Let me guess, I put them at a boot sale or something.
Yeah, all my turtles, right? But I would have kept the Star Wars stuff if my mum said to my brother. Well, actually, my brother said to my mum, "Well, let Steve know, and I'll put it up in my loft." And she never passed on that information. And then she was moved. Literally, she put the house up for sale. It sold within a day. And then I started my new job, and then I was like out looking for a new flat because like she was moving to one of those sort of residential homes. So I was like, I need space.
I was in Nerd Base the other day, and they had the Green Goblin in there, and it's one from I've forgotten what line it was, but it was selling for £100, and I'm like, I had that, and I just chucked it away. Like
the movie one.
Yeah, the movie one, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like really good articulation on it, and the helmet came off, and glider was really good. Yeah, and they've selling it for over £100. And I thought, great, I got rid of that. I just chucked it somewhere.
My only Star Wars toy in my childhood were Lego Star Wars. I was really into Lego, but also there weren't any Kenner toys in my shop, so I could only see them in toy magazines. Yeah. I remember when the Lego shop first opened in Bluewater, and they had like the Django Fett thing and all that sort of stuff, and I was like, "Oh, should I go into it?" But back then, they looked crap, didn't they? The first initial sort of Lego stuff. So I didn't really bother with it until
It was like the yellow figures, wasn't it?
Yeah, till about 2010. I think I started collecting Star Wars. That's when I started, and I finished roughly around 2017. And then obviously I started Black Series in 2019. I started collecting.
You've had it all though, haven't you? You've had that kind of age where you had the first ones, and then you've gone all the way through where I didn't have the first ones. So
I transcended over time.
Tell you what, I am going to sell though. I'm thinking of selling the my custom lightsaber I've got.
Well,
because it's just a red torch in my eyes. It's just a red torch. So
I had the Return Jedi Force Effects ones, Luke, A New Hope Luke, Anakin, because they looked slightly different in the actual design. 2 Darth Mauls, Mace Windu, Yoda.
Have you seen how much the Yoda one's going for? The new one?
No.
It's like £300, and people
hell.
are like, "Why is it more money for a smaller thing?"
Yeah. I used to work for Game Station, and we were selling them all for 50 quid. So I purchased them all with staff discount as well. Whether or not they still exist is another thing, because they're another place. Evening, lads. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Working on any customs? I've got no inspiration at the moment. I've got all these clones down here. I've got loads of stuff actually. So I've still got 3 lots of these.
They don't sell them anymore, do they? I can't find them.
Have you got any more? Have you used all yours up? Oh dear. So I've got 3 of those.
I just have to use bootleg ones.
I've got this one. I'm still waiting to see if they do 5s. If they don't do 5s, then I'll turn this into something else. But because they're bringing out Jesse, so it's always going to be that. So still got that. Darth Maul. He bought me a Rio.
Why have you got that?
This is. I tried to complete the Han Solo set, but you know the one that you always go and put in your basket because you want to up the sort of free delivery, and then I go, oh no, I'll get the other one, I'll get that, and I always put him at the back. But yeah, I always wanted him. The only one I need now to.
It's so weird seeing that old packaging.
Yeah. But it's just nice. It's in a box.
Nerdbase have loads of those sort of old packaged ones in.
Yeah, I just don't like this new way. Let's do it. What's it got down here? If anyone wants a Spider-Man and Spinneret still sealed, I'm selling it for £200.
Yeah. When you got it from game for what, 20?
15. I got Pigeon as well. That's kind of like my little stash at the moment.
What you got White Vision for?
Oh, it's got on the shelf, but I'm in the orange whether to do a review or do it on a hangout. So I'm just leaving.
Do it as a hangout because he's only going. He's got £8, isn't he? In Night Smiths.
Yeah. I might customize him in a very small, minor way, because he's actually got tootsies, and I think he should have shoes.
No, give him a Boba Fett toe.
Oh no!
They should just do a figure of just that, just his
toe.
Yeah,
it was like longer than my thumb.
It'd be like build a toe.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to know what we're talking about, watch the scene in Boba Fett where Black Zanson pulls him out of his bath and holds him up by his throat, and then literally look at Boba Fett's toes. I've never seen a toe so long. Honestly, it's like a baguette. That's how big it is. It's massive.
Yeah.
My dad had got me into the old figures when I was 7. I got this Kenner figures, and my first Kenner was Boba. The paint was rubbish, but it was my favourite figure. Yeah, he was brilliant. I used to love him back in the day. And actually, I think most of mine rubbed off. He went into that weird kind of bluey grey colour. I think I had 2. Sure I did. Hello, guys. Finally got Instagram, as you guys saw. Yep. Welcome aboard, mate. It's the best place for it, especially to advertise your channel and all that as well. Also got the Vision recently for £6-7. Yeah, I think that's where he came from. So
they sometimes have some good ones in Entertainer. It just depends when you go in there.
Yeah, they seem to sort of like buy bulk, didn't they?
It
was like just before Christmas they bought like things in there like £28, and then all of a sudden it went 50% off, and then know, now they look like £12.50, and it was just like, oh yeah, okay, like that's when I went in there and bought tons of Marvel Legends. Like,
I bought figures I didn't even need. I think I got
Take care, matey.
I got what's her name? Scratchy Lady from X-Men. What's her name? No, the other one.
Shriek.
Kitty Pryde.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
her. But she's a different name, isn't she? On that one?
Yeah, I got Mara McTaggart quite a few times in there. She was a good little custom.
She might be a good one actually. She's in Smiths, isn't she? If she might still be in Smiths.
Oh, I don't know. She's a bit of older now.
Oh yeah.
And I go in HMV. They're still selling her for like £28. I'm like,
yeah, HMV annoy me. The prices of they for figures that are even Hasbro are selling for like £20. They're selling for like 30 odd. It's just...
I'll tell you, there's some figures that I keep umming and ahhing. I'm like, shall I buy? Shall I? And I always put them in my basket, and it's like Obi-Wan Kenobis. And I'm like, no. The only reason I want to buy an Obi-Wan Kenobi from Obi-Wan is because of little Lola, the little droid.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
So you want to spend £30 for a tiny droid? Surely someone's selling it off somewhere.
Yeah, if it goes 15, but I can't remember which Obi-Wan it is. Is it the one the blue?
there's one thing we did we talk about that Green Goblin 2-pack? We did, didn't we? Last week.
Yes, I'm sure we did.
Oh yeah, we spoke about it last week.
Yeah.
If you was in it, yeah, our opinions. Watched last week.
Yeah, Mary Jane looks good, but I just think I'd
Goblin
rather
looks
her on a
like
single
he's.
card and Green Goblin. I know they've done it more looking like animated, but I still think they missed the look of the animated look. Just doesn't look right.
He
And then
looks a
why
bit too
release the other one
round.
on the old original card and then bring out this one that actually looks better? Well, it looks more animated than the last one, but the other one does look better.
Yeah.
Well, the eyes are a bit crap in the other one. I must admit that. That's why I repainted mine. But
Mine weren't that bad.
no,
Bad.
they're like big, massive puppy dog eyes. Like,
No, they're not.
there you are.
Mine aren't.
Yeah,
No, they're not.
there you are. Go on, get yours. I'll get mine. Go on.
Yeah, they
We'll
are.
do a comparison online.
It's all right. Ow. No, they are. That's fine. I agreed with you. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, see, it looks better.
I don't mind. I don't mind them.
But that's
Kenobi
actually better than the one.
Oh yeah, it's a good figure.
Yeah, but that other one that's coming out.
Kenobi with Lola is a Wandering Jedi one. Yeah, see, this is the thing with the Kenobi ones. Like, I like Obi-Wan, but like, I don't want.
Is the Wandering Jedi
on loads of...
blue or brown?
White.
White.
Yeah, white. That's what Jacob said. It's white.
Oh, the white shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to me, it'd be. I think it's like a tanny colour, isn't it? So if I might pick him up, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the only reason is because I don't know if you can see it there. Oh, that shelf here is my droid shelf. It's just all droids on there. So yeah, actually, I might even pick up another Bandai kit soon. Make a couple of new astromechs.
Yeah, Bandai kits I've looked at before. Are they like? I've never actually like looked into them.
I don't think you'd do it because you ain't got the patience.
Do you have to paint it up as well?
Well, unless you don't want R2D2.
Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Got to paint it. I don't have patience for building things like that.
Yeah, the good thing about it is like you don't need glue, and everything just fits nicely together. As long as you sort of like scratch off the edges, like everything just snags and really clicks all together, and you put that bit in, that bit. It's like a little Lego kit in a way. But yeah, you have to paint it prior. So while it's on its little tray, paint it up, put it together, and then go for it. But then you can't apply too much paint to it because where it's really snug fitting together, just that extra layer, too much of paint, it's not going to line up properly. So sometimes you have to use a bit of brute force with it. Remember the third one coming soon, the Vader Duel one. Yeah.
So how many Obi-Wans that look the same can you bring out? And Hasbro's just proven you could bring the same figure out over and over again and people still buy it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
it's the same figure.
It's just Obi-Wan in it, and it's just like it's not like a whole new. Which
no,
got a little bit more light on my face.
It's like it's the same Obi-Wan as the Attack of the Clones one, just with a beard. That's why I'm not too bothered by it. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. There's loads of other figures that I want that are sort of coming out. I still want Mara Jade. I wouldn't mind the Imperial Lady that's coming out. Well, Rebel Spy.
Imperial Lady.
I don't know. The sort of like lady from Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, her,
yeah. Yeah. So I think she'll be all right. But yeah, Black Kazanton is one I'm really waiting for. I can't wait for him.
But isn't that just a Chewbacca body?
No, it's a brand. You saw it. It's a brand new one.
I just think they just. I've always found.
No, like literally, like the most. Are you sure you're a Star Wars or toy fan?
I just found that
No. Oh, just don't.
all the Wookiees are just boring figures. What?
Who is this guy?
They
Honestly,
are. The Wookiees are boring figures.
well, articulation wise, yeah, but this is a whole new sculpt, a new body. I mean, he's massive, isn't he? He's like.
But I'm not too bothered by him, to be honest. So I can
Right, well,
pass
what
on.
figure are you really looking forward to then?
None at the moment. Not massive. I want the new ones the Spider-Man to come out. I don't know when they're coming out though.
What new Spider-Man?
You know, the 3-pack.
Oh yeah, I heard someone say
When are they due out?
don't know. I heard that it got postponed.
I finally got invoiced for Blob.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Well, not yet. I haven't. No, because it's been bank holiday, isn't it? It should be here tomorrow, I think.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, did you buy it? Because you was like, I'm denying whether to.
Oh yeah, I did. In the end, I thought, oh screw it, because if I don't, then I'll just think about it.
The fourth sister, yeah, she's coming out. She look. I think she looks good as well.
Yeah, they've still got Reaver and all the other ones really cheap on all the websites. Still
Did you pick
really
them
cheap.
up?
No.
You not picked up the Grand Inquisitor or?
No.
Honestly, you're missing a treat. When you get them together, they look really cool, really nice.
It's more the money side of it now. I just can't be.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I don't know. There's quite a few.
I'm not one now for going out and just buying a figure. I have to have a
because of
figure.
the release. Yeah.
Yeah, I want a figure because I want to paint it up or something like that.
Yeah.
And the new releases and stuff I'll get if I like them. But I don't just go out into a shop now and just buy figures because I can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still quite selected on what I'm buying because obviously where we now collect like Marvel Legends, Power Rangers.
Well, Power Rangers has slowed down now because I'm still waiting for the yellow SPD to come out.
Yeah, I mean that's for me now. It's the Dino Furies, and then once the red and the green ones come out, then I'm kind of done for the original ones. And then I'll probably finish off Dino Fury, and then that's it. Unless they bring out more Street Fighter-esque type ones, or any other.
Just a new series of Dino Fury. I mean, you've got a long way to go with Dino Fury, haven't you? So
yeah, but you got if they do anything that's crossover with something else, like they've done. What's the one that's out now? And it's Cobra Kai. But I think they look a bit crap.
They've done Turtles, haven't they? Cobra Kai and Street Fighter.
Yeah, the Street Fighter ones are good. Really like that Ken figure. It looks really cool. But then it makes the Ryu one not look as good.
Well, Hasbro have taken have bought the licensing for a few Mattel things as well, haven't they?
Well, have they bought the licenses or have they gelled? Companies?
They're not gelled, I don't think. I think they've only got Hasbro. They've only got Hot Wheels, Barbie, Transformers, the three that they've got.
Oh, okay.
So
have you seen
some Barbie figures? Good Barbie figures. You get some. You'd be able to get like 6-inch Barbie figures, and you can use them for customs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, they might start bringing out her, and it'll be like, Action Man has moved in with Barbie. Move over again.
Right. Can you imagine that? Action Man, 6-inch Action Man figures. That'd be great.
Well, that we do. We get G.I. Joes.
No, Action Man's different to G.I. Joe, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, it is. That's Action Force you're on about.
No, that's the UK version.
No, Action Man is different to G.I. Joe.
No, it's not.
What do you mean it's not different? They used to be like them.
Yeah, But then when Star Wars and all that started coming out, and they was like, "Oh, we're going to change the tune because 12" isn't selling anymore," and Star Wars then brought out the 3.75, and they're like, "Right, let's bring out some 3.75s," and then they decided to hold off because Empire Strikes Back come out, and once that kind of died down a little bit, then they brought out G.I. Joe. But Action Force in the UK was by Poly Toys, but they kind of sort of had, I suppose back in the days there was like the distribution of Hasbro, but they kind of bought that sort of stuff, and we did better over here with Action Man for a longer time, and then that started dwindling down. So then they transferred the Action Men into a smaller 3.75. That's why he got the SAS guy, because he's like a smaller version of the Action Man that was successful at the time. And then they had that, because they had that rapport, they took some of the molds from Hasbro for some of the Action Force guys, and then Palitoy went under, and then Hasbro kind of incorporated Action Force in to their actual storyline.
I mean, like some of the old Action Man baddies, you know, like Gangrene and stuff like that. Do you remember? Did you?
I remember Action Man being around, like in the tall, long boxes, like,
yeah,
and the advert.
He used to be
like being all like cyborg. He always had that black hair, didn't he? And
yeah, he has a there used to be a show on when I was a kid.
It was orange boxes, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was really good, and it would be cool if they brought them out in 6-inch figures. That would be cool. But
it'd just be the same character on your shelf in different outfits.
No, but Action Man, a Gangrene, do you know what I mean? Like, so you could, whatever.
You have to make your own version.
Yeah, I could do actually. Let's have a look.
Action Man.
It's just a Flint with black hair.
That's what everyone uses Flint. It's like, huh? Everyone uses Flint. When you look at the G.I. Joe people and they're doing customs, and it's like, this is my guy. It's like, well, no, it just kind of looks like Flint. on Breaker's body. Like,
yeah, I mean, they are good figures, aren't they, G.I. Joes? I do like them.
Yeah, Zartan's coming out in the retro one that I might get now, and there's a few others.
Zartan
as well. Yeah, can't remember what else is out.
I need to do more photos with G.I. Joes and Power Rangers. I've kind of
that's why I took my little dude out the other day.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something for the challenge this week, maybe with Power Rangers or.
Well, you got your G.I. Joes and the Punisher now, yeah. So they can, I suppose.
Punisher,
I bet it stands.
Punisher goes really well with G.I. Joes.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, similar body to Flint.
Oh, I thought he looked quite sort of like large, actually, a bit more larger than life.
He's not tall. He's not taller. He's just more broad, like bulky.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, him. Oh, bloody son. It's Gangrene. He looks really naff now, but when I was a kid, like, I really liked him.
I can't remember one guy having like, I don't even think it might not even be Action Man, but was there a baddie that had like loads of cybernetic?
Yeah.
He was almost bald.
Yeah, let me have a.
I can't remember. I mean, I just remember the Action Man being in Woolworths and stuff like that, and I used to hate it, going like, "Why are they bringing all this crap back out?"
Dr. X.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he was cool as well. I liked him. I used to have him. I used to have so many of these. Oh my god, Tempest. Yeah, I used to have all of them. They look so naff now. Why is it reflecting so much? It's really annoying me. Oh well.
You're doing what I was doing the other week, where I was like,
covering the phone.
My hand in front of it.
Yeah. No, it don't work. Oh well. But yeah, I used to have all of them. We need to do another one where we go through like lists, live.
Yeah, I suppose it's
Let
all
me see if it's
well.
updated.
Well, I suppose it has really. Well, we've been doing this 6-7 months now. Mental.
Yeah.
Crazy. Time just fly when you're having so much fun. I mean, look at us go.
Yeah, we've been doing all right. I mean, it's something to do, isn't it? Every week.
Yeah, it's just nice. It's a bit of a social as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have a little chinwag and all that sort of stuff with there, but yeah, it's just nothing really come out. It's nothing really to talk about. Mandalorian we spoke about, and that's finished.
There's Ahsoka's not even out yet, is it? Is it
What's coming out next week?
out?
It's Visions, isn't it? And that Adventures.
Yeah, something crap.
I hated that Visions thing. I just thought it was rubbish.
Yeah.
Just a waste of budget.
It's an anime thing. It's just
Give me something else. Yeah. I mean,
it's
kind
just
of like
to please the weeaboos.
when it was first coming out last year, there was the bits of Boba Fett, and I just thought it'd be like different artists of anime doing like a 20-minute episode of something that kind of makes it canon, like Boba Fett's one of Boba Fett's missions, and it was all turning out to be all this sort of like alternative Star Wars universe stuff, and I was a bit like, it kind of looks a bit like now, I suppose, what the AI stuff is. Give me a Japanese anime Star Wars film when it comes out, right? So yeah, and there's been I think was it Bandai or something? They've done some figures from it, but there was no Black Series or anything. So yeah,
but all I've got now, obviously next week I'll be able to talk about it more, but I've got Blob coming, Axe Woves coming,
for another
and another one coming. I think I bought something else as well. I can't remember all of what I didn't. Probably just Punisher. But yeah, I got Punisher. That was it. I didn't even go in there for Punisher. I went in there for Axe Woves, and it didn't have Axe Woves. So I saw it. I was walking up the stairs, and I thought, oh, I was like, Belle, grab that.
How much was it in there?
40 quid.
Oh, okay. How much they sell Axe Woves for?
Axe Woves, he's not in there now. They were selling it quite cheap, but they don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think what I want. I want a Mara.
But I got Axe on order from.
Huh?
I got Axe Woves from Comics and Cocktails or Star Action Figures, one of them.
How much was he?
Begrudgingly, Star Action Figures. I got him for 20 quid, but I got him for full price.
Oh, really? It was cheap, wasn't he, the other week at $14.98?
Comics and Cocktails, yeah. After we got him from Star Wars Celebration,
yeah,
for 30 odd quid from Forbidden Planet, yeah. That was an insult.
He was in that shop as well that I saw in Faversham like the other week in there. I thought, oh, Black Series figures, and I was like looking through it. I was talking to the owner in there, and I was like, oh, so it's quite nice having a local place. Do you know what I mean? Like just there. Yeah. And it was a lot of model shop as well, like so they sold all paints and all that in there as well. So yeah, there quite a few little things in there which weren't too bad. But they're all like 26 quid, which isn't too bad because I'll be buying that online for that price on something.
So. I think when it's in a physical form, you think about it more. Whereas online, you can just click buy like that. When you've got it in hand, and it's £25, £26.
You're
walking around the shop with it. You're walking around the shop with it.
And think, want it?
I don't need it now. It's like it's kind of wears off.
Yeah.
I did have like 2 figures. I think I picked up like Power Rangers figure as well. And I was walking around with it, and I was like, I don't need it now. I've got over it in my head.
Well, you kind of sort of go through all the scenarios, don't you? When you're like, should I? And you're just like, nah.
What I do is I go through scenarios of what photos I could do in my head, and then I get to like 2. Well, then what am I going to do after 2?
And then you think like, if I put on that figure, because I do If I do something like that, could I do that? And then also just like,
I'm tempted to buy Mafex IG11. He looks awesome, and from what I saw, is much better than Black Series. I think anything is better than Black Series IG droids. Awful figures.
the Black Series ones.
Yeah, IG11.
Are almost the same size as Yoda.
Yeah. That, and they don't stand up. They're not articulate. They're just awful. They're just awful. They look like a ruler.
They could be articulate, but they put like those rubber piping on there as well, so then they're like really restricted. They need like ball joints at the hips so they can sort of spread their legs a little bit and stuff. But yeah, and it's so small.
Yeah, and Hasbro's won for that though, aren't they? Very bad with their scaling for stuff.
I mean, they might bring out one now with like, and all they will do is give him a whole new torso with a little baby Yoda that's stuck inside it. They can't get him out.
Yeah.
And it's like the same size, like just tiny. So, but I do like the Mafex one because it's like proper scale. It's massive as well. Like maybe
Mafex are good, like, but they're expensive, and that's all that puts me off them. Like, I love the Mafex, the boys figures, Mafex ones. They're really nice. They just puts me off, like the price.
Yeah, because when you think about, I could actually get like two or three.
Yeah.
Figs for this.
I mean, Homelander's an all right figure for the NECA one. Starlight, she's still broken. I might fix her. But yeah, I think, and Black Noir's out soon as well.
Oh, is he?
I might just get when he's in Nerd Base, but I'd prefer they brought out some of the others like Butcher and stuff like that. But I think they're just doing the heroes first, or like villains / heroes, and then they're doing Butcher.
But Butcher's slow at doing it because by the time it comes out, when's season 4 out?
Don't know. Be this year or next year, won't it? I tell you what, I love the Boys is great. What a series that is. I love that series.
Did you? I didn't like the last one.
Really?
Yeah, just so I can get into it.
I still like them though. I think it's just, I love how gory, like over the top gory they are for no reason.
No, yeah. I enjoyed. Yeah, it was just the story of this arc. Of season 3 of the cowboy, like the US agent kind of guy, and I just got a bit like, it didn't captivate me as much as the other two.
I didn't like how Butcher got powers. I didn't like that. I'm like, he's so against them and then he uses them. I didn't understand that. But,
yeah, I don't know. It was.
I just like how they have like all these different characters that just take the mick out of all the others, like all the proper ones.
Yeah.
Like Aquaman.
It's like DC or Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But you had the
that was good. Yeah, the Ant-Man one. Cool. Yeah, that was good.
What was it? Yeah, the heroes meeting.
yeah, special meeting
for special people. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, it's got good moments and all that. I quite liked Invincible. I quite like that as well. Did you watch that?
No, it's animated, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I can't get into stuff like that.
No, that's quite good. What is it? Did you watch Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix?
No.
That's like a DC Universe type S kind of thing. I actually quite enjoyed it, but they cancelled it after the first season. And really...
That's why I hate getting into things on Netflix.
Yeah,
that reason.
For me, Soldier Boy had a very nice story, and Butcher having powers got back to his comic book version. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I just found the story just a little bit intermittent compared to the other 2 seasons. It was just, you know, it was still good, but for some reason I just weren't enjoying it. I started off enjoying it. I think it was towards the end. I was like, I just sort of coming away from it. Yeah. I've not read the comics either of it.
Yeah, they're not. Who are they by? Are they Dark Horse?
Don't know.
Couldn't tell you. Anyway.
They're not actually DC Universe, are they?
No.
You know, like they're sort of thingies.
Let's look it up. So.
Just having a look.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up.
Dynamite Entertainment.
Oh
no, Wildstorm. The first volume was published by Wildstorm, who cancelled it after 6 issues. The series was picked up by Dynamite Entertainment. There we go. Never heard of them.
They look completely different from their
Yeah.
what they're meant to look like. All right, should we end it up there then?
Yeah, can do.
Done an hour today, so
yes, we
did
have
a bit less. Did a bit less last week, I think. So made up for it. Hopefully, stuff comes out.
Well, we got May the 4th live with Hasbro, so hopefully we get some new reveals. I mean,
don't worry, we won't do a watch party with that because that went great last time. But no,
that was at the some other show though, when it went on for ages.
Hasbro Pulse, wasn't it? PulseCon. Yeah. But it just got boring, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. So, but yeah, we'll look at the reviews and stuff like that. I mean, we can talk about sort of, or I suppose we could have talked about what we think they would come out with, but I'm not expecting a lot more. I'm just expecting them to go over what they've got, announce the pre-orders for the Bad Batch characters, have a more look at the Mando stuff.
Maybe reveal some Mando stuff from this season.
Well, I think they still need to identify one more from the wave. You know, that's got the chieftain in it and stuff like that. There's one more in that wave to be announced, and there's 4 more other figures to be announced in the R5D4 and the Mando Fleet Commander. They're supposed to...
Yeah, see that really, I was like really surprised with that, and he appeared in it for 5 minutes, not even that.
Well, and in the last one, he got a talking part.
I know, but that's it. All those cool Mandalorians that they met on the surface of the planet, those different designs.
Yeah, but they
even had Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad in it.
I know that. But looking at Hasbro, looking at this guy that's got loads of tattered clothes and all this other stuff, or you got a Mando who's got, the only difference with him, he's actually got like the Scarif Trooper boots, you know. So it's just like, well, we make this one, you know, just like a new head sculpt and all the rest is the same. And I think that's the only way they can get a fast turnaround is by giving loads of new stuff. But yeah, R5D4, maybe some other things from Mando, a whole new Bo-Katan with a silver shield.
A whole new Grogu with a plate on him.
Yeah. Watch Hasbro announce all the carbonized figures on May the 4th.
That'll be it. I'll be like, here's a carbonized Bo. Yeah. Here's the carbonized Grogu.
Credit editions.
Credit edition Grogu.
Yeah.
For
we announced these last time, but here's an actual physical look at our Christmas products. Yeah. And you know, because like there's only one black Kazantan, there will be a Christmas black Kazantan. Everything. All the ones that have just been re-released, that's only got one thing. There'll be figures of
Yeah, there's always a clone that's been repainted, isn't there? There'll be a Mandalorian that's been repainted, which might be good when they start going cheap, because
You just paint it.
if they use the Death Watch Mando,
Mm.
that might be good. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
They don't go cheap though, do they? They're kind of like around for full price. Then they might drop a tiny little bit where you're just still like, no. And then they just go. So there's idiots out there buying them and then they moan about it and they're bringing them out. But they do sell.
I think there's people that buy them and hang them on their tree. That's about it.
Yeah. But I think the paint apps look awful. They could do better.
Oh, yeah, they're
if they
awful,
did better with them, I wouldn't mind it. But it's like, here's green. Here's a bit of red on it. Brilliant. Looks shit.
Right.
End it there. And thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's just been a nice one to chat. With nothing really much going on, apart from painting a little. Well, I didn't even paint because I painted it all beforehand. So, and repaired my Predator dude because his claw come off. But yeah. So, thanks all. Take care, and we'll see you next week with discussing what was discussed from
announced
Hasbro.
or not announced.
Yeah.
So, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.